I'm Jennifer Fox with Music Educator Resources, and today is Music Teacher Tip number 41. So today we're going to dive into a concept that has the power to transform your students' music studies for the entire year. Have you ever considered choosing one word to guide and inspire your students throughout the year? Well, today we're going to explore that concept of one word. Did you know about 8% of people actually achieve their New Year's resolutions? Does this surprise you? Maybe, maybe not. Well, today we're going to talk about how to make that percentage work in your favor and in your students' favor. Instead of resolutions that often fade away, we're talking about the simplicity and the power of having one word. So where did this concept come from? That's something I wondered about when I decided to do a one word for myself. You hear this online that somebody has a word, and I've heard that over the years and stuff, and never knew, like, where did this concept even begin? Well, it originated from the book One Word That Will Change Your Life by John Gordon, Jimmy Page, and Dan Britton. The idea is the simple power of just one word can impact all dimensions in your life, and it serves as a continuous guide throughout the year. So imagine taking this concept and applying it to your music studies. Well, after I tried the one word concept in my own life back in 2020, I realized that this had great potential to make a positive impact for my students. So the next year, I had my students choose one word that would help them inspire them in their music studies for the year. So I like to hold a semester kickoff with my students twice a year. I do this in August and in January. And in January, the focus is on self-improvement, and that is where the magic of the one-word concept begins. During the kickoff, students engage in reflection activities. I ask them questions, things to reflect on. How did they feel like the last semester went or the last year went? This is an important step in moving forward and an important step to help them figure out their word that they're going to have for the year. So whether it's setting new goals or choosing that one guiding word, reflection helps students figure out what they can improve. So after some reflection, then it's time to choose that one word that really resonates with them. And this is important because if it's not something that they choose, it's not going to mean as much. So they must choose it. I do give them ideas to kind of get that ball, rolling. Sometimes it's hard. Okay, I have no clue. So I'll give them ideas, but I always make sure that you are not limited to these words. You might hear a word that, oh, that's the word, it's just that light bulb moment, and you might not. So if you don't hear that word that's really grabbing you, then we need to keep digging. I have to say that I'm always surprised at some of the words that my students come up with. Sometimes they're inspired, like I had one student this year that was inspired by a well-known quote from a certain character that they enjoy. So you just never know where the word is going to come from. And sometimes it's just a very simple word that means a lot, and that it's the perfect word for them, and it's just right. So regardless what word they choose, it becomes a tool of encouragement and inspiration for their music lessons. Students take great pride in their chosen word, setting the stage for incredible achievements in the year ahead. It's always exciting to see their word. So the one word project, if you can believe it or not, is not just about words. It's about motivation, it's about direction and personal growth. And this is what I love about it. It's simple, yet it's profound. It has the potential to transform not just our students' music studies, but really every aspect of their lives. Another great thing about it is it doesn't have to be done in the new year. You don't have to do it in January. Of course, that's a great time to do it, and that's when I do it with my students, but it doesn't have to be. You could even do it at the beginning of the school year. You could do it in the middle of the year. You could do it next month. It doesn't matter. There's no time like the present. So if you want to know a little bit more about the One Word Project and what I did with my students, go to musiceducatorresources.com and in the search bar, search for choosing one word to inspire. I do have a blog post where I go a little bit about what I did in that particular year when I had my semester kickoff. So as we wrap up, consider this. What could your one word be for the year? Reflect, ponder, and choosing a word will help guide you through the highs and lows, inspiring you to reach new heights. Last year, my word was believe. It served me very well, so well that I actually had a hard time letting it go. But I am excited for my new word and what it will inspire for this year. Thanks for tuning in. If you liked this music teacher tip, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Remember, sometimes all it takes is one word to make a world of difference. Until next time, keep the music playing and the inspiration flowing. Happy teaching.